Okay, so today I want to test this little stove. As you can see, it's really small, lightweight, and what's more, it actually already contains some solid fuel tablets. Let me show you. So originally there are 8, but I already used some of them. So, and I wanted to see, because there are different type of tablets available, I wanted to see which one is more efficient. As you can see, these are round ones and the square ones. The square ones come 8 in a box, and the round ones I bought about 21, 23 per box, and they cost just about this, I think, roughly the same. So I just want to see how many of each type of tablets it takes to boil a cup of water. One thing about this little stove I like very much is that it actually folds inwards if you have something of smaller diameter, and you can open it wider if you have a pan or something like that for frying, and obviously it closes completely with your fuel inside, and it's really light. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab my cup and see what it can do. Okay, so one thing before I start is, I know that some people might be asking, why you're in the forest, why would you even consider using something like this? Just make a fire. Yeah, that's a good point. Only I also like to hike in places where making fire is simply not permitted. So you can either use this or some gas stove or alcohol stove or something like this. So yeah, I've just chosen to test this first and see. It just seemed really versatile, because apart from using this fuel, you can make some fuel on your own, such as soak cotton balls with Vaseline, and or even use some dry sticks if you have them around, in situations like here, for example, where I don't really need a big fire. I just want to heat up some water, and if I didn't have these tablets, I could use wood. But basically this is for places like Scotland, where I also like to hike, and it's not so much that you can't make fire because it's not permitted. You can't make fire because there isn't so many trees up there, and you can't rely on that. You can find some places where there are trees, and I don't know if this is allowed, but yeah, basically technically you could do that, but you'd have to look for forests, and that's not very often where you can find so many trees in Scotland. So most of those hills are basically just bare, and places like that in Poland, where we are right now, in national parks and places like this, you can't really make fires. It's not allowed. So that's my choice for different places. I'm not concerned about this right now, because where I am at the moment, it's not a problem, but just for the future, you need to know what you're taking with you. Right, so first I'm gonna start with 2 tablets, 2 small round tablets. I'm pretty sure one isn't gonna do it, so I'm gonna go with 2. This is almost half a liter. Let's say this is 400 mils. This is as much as I'm gonna need. You could ignite it with fire steel or something like this, but this time I'm just gonna choose my Zippo. It was hard to see if it was burning already or not. I'm gonna start. I may even need 3 at the time. And one reason I wanted to test it in the forest, not at home. The temperature is different, the humidity is completely different, and there's wind, so you've got all these factors that would play a role in a real life situation if you wanted to heat up or cook something in a national park or up in the Scottish mountains, Scottish Highlands. It's burning strong. You can see the flames shooting out of the stove. I think when you're using it like this, when it's half folded, it's even more protected from the wind. It's already steaming. It's been 2 minutes. And if you hear people say or advertise these things as scentless, they're not. I can definitely smell it burn. So it's not bad. It's nowhere near the smoke from a regular fire, but I can definitely smell it burning. There is very little smoke, if any. It's been for almost 5 minutes, and I may need to add another tablet. Not sure about that. And by the way, the temperature today is about, oh, let me check. I'm not sure what the temperature is. Oh, we don't have reception here, so I'm not gonna tell you, but it was supposed to be about between 5 and 10 degrees Celsius. So not very cold, but definitely not the warmest day. It's almost there, but the tablets are almost gone as well, so I'm not sure it's on the verge. I'm not sure what to do. Should I add one more or should I wait and see what happens? It's not burning as strong, but I can see some bubbles at the bottom. There's quite a lot of fuel left. It's just covered in dust. So there is a chance that actually 2 tablets would be enough. 2 tiny round tablets. They've been going on for almost over 7 minutes now. sure if I added 3, it would have been a lot faster, would have been cooking by now, boiling, sorry. Yeah, so it might actually be a good idea to start off with 3 tablets instead of waiting for, I don't even know, probably 10 minutes before it's done, and it may not even start boiling. So yeah, just for convenience I'm gonna add 1 more. Especially that they're almost gone. Yeah, I think 3 tablets at the time will give you this extra power to heat this up faster. So yeah, for the small ones I would go with 3 at once. And I'm expecting that it would actually take under 10 minutes to boil a cup of water in conditions like this, which is not very windy, absolutely no shelter here, and relatively cold and quite moist, quite humid. But because I used only 2 and then added the 3rd one after 7 minutes, now it's been 11 minutes and it's just beginning to get ready. So about 12.5 minutes if you want to use 2 tablets and add the 3rd one after some time. But if you go with 3 at a time, I'm pretty sure it's gonna get done quicker. Okay, so 2 more things about these tablets, solid fuel. Does it dirty your cups and your containers? Yes, it does a little. It's not very difficult to take off, but it's not, as they say, that it leaves them completely clean. It's definitely not the same as your gas stove or something like that. Gas cooker maybe. So yeah, it is a little dirty underneath. Not a big deal, only, you know, a false claim, I'd say. And does it leave no ash? Nope. It does leave ash. Not much, but there is something left. And these comments all go to the round tablets. I'm not sure what the square ones are made of, if this is exactly the same and how it's going to behave. But that just goes for the small tablets. Right. So just rinse it. And we're gonna try another 400 mils. Well, for some reason I don't have that much, but I'm just gonna grab some from the stream here. Not a big deal. So I'm wondering if I should use a whole tablet. Probably yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with 1 whole square tablet and see what it does. That one, those 3 I used previously, took over 12 minutes to boil half a liter, almost half a liter of water. So we'll see what this will do. can't see the flames. Okay, and as to the temperature, I actually lied. I can't check exactly what the temperature is, and I can even tell you in Fahrenheit for those who watch this in America, watching this in America. Because I always have this little thingy with my keys, and it says it's about 9 Celsius, which is roughly 50 Fahrenheit. So it's definitely not the coldest of days, but it's not the warmest either. So, and I earlier checked at home that the humidity today is going to be nearly 100%, like 99, something like that. So I don't know how this affects the flames and the boiling time, but just another factor to take into consideration, I guess. Yeah, these flames are huge. It smells pretty much the same, so judging by the scent, I'd say it's made out of exactly the same substance. And because it's half partially closed, I can see that some gases collect underneath and burst in flames as well. So it's not just the cube that's burning, but everything around it. It says here that one tablet will bring to the boil 25 cups of water in around 5 minutes. It doesn't really seem possible. Oh, sorry, that says 2.5. I didn't see the point, the dot. That makes more sense. If they mean American cups, then this would be just above half a liter. 2.5 cups would be just above half a liter, which is about, exactly 0.59 liter. So I guess in that case this should bring this to the boil much faster, or at least slightly faster. But so far it's been over 6 minutes and it's still not boiling, so I guess another claim. Yeah, that you shouldn't trust. Not that it makes such a big difference, but Well, obviously depends on conditions, so that's why I came out here, because I'm obviously not gonna need this at home. That's why we could buy it, because we need it outdoors, where it's usually much colder and higher humidity and stuff like that. So, but anyway, it's almost boiling now, and it's boiling strong. Oh yeah, there's no problem telling that this is gonna boil in just a few seconds. With the previous ones, I actually couldn't tell. I wasn't entirely sure if this was already boiling or something messing with me. These bubbles are almost as strong as those you can get from your regular gas cooker. Alright, it's boiling. Hold on a second. So 7 minutes 57 seconds, 8 minutes, almost 8 minutes to boil. But the tablet's still going strong, so yeah. I guess this slight discrepancy results from the cold weather. It's not severely cold, but still, it is colder than, I don't know, maybe, I don't know exactly where they were measuring it, but it is really good. It's boiling really strong now. Can I even touch it? Yeah, I can touch it. Well, this cup isn't that bad at all. I don't mind if it's boiling, because I don't really have anything else to do with the leftovers. This is probably the only issue I'd have with these tablets. If you've already brought your water to the boiling point, what do you do with this? You can't turn it off. You just have to wait until it's done. So that's a bit of waste, unless you do a test like I'm doing right now to find out exactly how much it takes to boil how much water, and then you can more or less estimate how many tablets, or maybe even half a tablet, how much of this solid fuel you're gonna need, so that you don't waste it. Because now, you know, it seems like almost a third of this tablet is gonna go to waste because the water is boiling and I don't really have anything else to do with it. But that would be my only issue with it. But another thing about this, why I didn't choose the gas cookers. Yes, they are actually lighter than this. Maybe not lighter, but just about the same weight. And if you buy the burner, this is pretty expensive, but I'm pretty sure after some time it's gonna cancel out. It's gonna be, you know, because you have to keep on buying tablets for this. So, I mean, after several months of heavy use, I guess the cost is gonna even out, whether this is this type of stove or the gas stove. But my problem with the gas stoves is they can fail. And I've heard about this quite a lot, that people take them out on a hike or for camping, and the plastic melts around this gas valve or something, and it doesn't burn, or it burns so weak that it takes ages to boil water or do anything with it, so they get useless. And you know, these are pretty expensive, so that's why I think, and these are much more versatile, as I mentioned before. You can actually use some dry wood if you have it, and if you can, you know, it's going to be much more efficient and cheaper. And I guess, yeah, the versatility is what I need. And it's pretty much bulletproof. It can't fail you unless you sit on it, virtually sit on it and break it. But even then, you can probably still just bend it back. Okay, so that's it for me. I'm just gonna make myself this nice little soup. And I guess the square cubes are better. If you take 21 of the small ones, and you need about 3 to 4 to bring this to the boiling point, then it's about 7. Yes, that'd be about 7 cups of this size, or less, maximum 7 cups. And then you have this, which contains 8 big square tablets, and it only takes 1 to bring this to boiling. So yeah, if the price is almost the same or even the same, then I'll go with the big ones. That's my take from this little test. One more thing about these big cubes, they actually burn a lot cleaner. There's almost nothing left, and it even burned the leftovers from the previous ones, from the small ones. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, you can see the brown square left where the big cube was, but there's almost nothing left from it. So yeah, well, I guess just another reason to choose this one over the round small ones. Right.